And do the ruck work as they've done most of the day. Weiss, a lovely tap down. Stolen by O'Connor for Thomson. Towards half forward. Longstaff, good body work. Doesn't take the mark, however. Comes to Riley. Gets the ball to his foot, goes to centre half forward for Thomson. Scown tries to tap it towards the boundary. Coming off the last line of the fence there was Elsinger. Kicks it whilst the ball's still there. Bowman with his pace picks the footy up. Handball back to Scown. Drops the footy. Now kicks it to the centre of the game where Zitko on his own takes the mark for North Geelong. Gee, first goal will be most important here. As Zitko now has Weiss on his own. Thomson, they've not manning up. The handball comes to Hearn. Took a long time, but finally gets the foot to the football. The lead comes from Rowe. And inside the 50-metre arc at full forward for North Geelong, Michael Rowe has taken the comfortable chest mark. Man on the mark, 30 metres out, directly in front. Rowe kicking into the breeze. But what sort of a psychological effect would this have on Thomson if Rowe were to kick this goal as he moves in on the boot? It's a nice looking kick on his boards, drifting across on the breeze. It's only behind, but it is the first score of the last quarter to North Geelong. They go to 13 goals, 8-86. They lead Thomson 12-7-79. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. It took them a minute and a half.
Thomson's got to kick goals to beat them now, Eric.
Yeah, that's true. As Sabali Armstrong will kick the footy in. If you thought Fryers could kick the footy, have a look at this bloke if he has a go. Glorious kick from Armstrong, almost the middle of the ground. Back of the pack, Forbes drops the mark. Ferguson at ground level, can't get the footy under control. The, run over the boundary line by Flakemore. And between wing and half forward on the western side of Osborne Park, ball out of bounds. 2 minutes into the final quarter. Margin 7 points for North Geelong. Tap forward by Anderton, taken by O'Connor with strength. Gets the ball to the boot towards centre half forward. Hesselwood attacks the footy. That's what he's got to do. Gets some support from Weiss. Takes the footy, run a long way. Gets to the centre of the ground. Kicks it long. It's out wide. Good contest out there between McDonald and Armstrong. McDonald does well. Gets the footy. Good shepherding there from Bowman. McDonald gets around and his favoured right foot now. Kicks towards full forward. Jones, almost unattended, has taken the mark. 25 metres out.
Sid won't pass it.
I think we've got a couple of very keen coaches in the box with me today. It's a great tussle.
He won't pass it.
And Daryl Jones, already 2 goals to his name. And I'll tell you what, if ever a coach's goal is required, this is it. Man on the mark, 30 metres out, directly in front, kicking into the breeze. And Michael Rowe has just missed one from a similar position only a minute ago. Daryl Jones now moves in. Beautiful kick. It's drifted across a little bit the same way, I'm afraid. It is another miss. So,
sit down, Dick.
Another behind to the North Geelong side. 13-9-87. Lead Thomson 12-7-79. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 3.5 minutes gone.
Sabali Armstrong about to entertain us again with another fine kick in from the fullback position. Going the other side of the ground this time. No, he's not sure where he's going to go. Went straight down the guts. I'd be going if I was a short pass this time. He sees a little player coming in here in the name of Chris Baxter, and Chris Baxter from half back sends the ball up towards the centre position where the mark is taken lovely by Brett Dowie. Brett Dowie swings around onto the right foot and sends it down towards centre half forward, and it's not marked by anybody because it goes straight over their heads, and Mario Zitko playing out of position, one would think on the half-back flank, running it up back for North Geelong, has his third bounce straight past the commentary position, and he's going for a kick now, and he can see Scown down there, but he's a little bit out of position, but Ferguson takes it. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, running into an open goal, Ferguson, 3 bounces, he's got it all to himself, and he has a shot at goal, and he's missed it. He has missed it, and he had all the play, ran around the boundary beautifully. It was set up beautifully by Mario Zitko. But once again, that hoodoo down there, that North Geelong cannot get a goal against the wind, even if they were selling him for nothing.
Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard 13-10-88 North, 12-7-79 Thomson. There's a long kick in from Sabali Armstrong, marked on centre wing by Anderton. His kick is at half forward. Lowther picks it up. Blind turn, tackled, gets the handball clear. Good work in defence by Barnett for North. Runs to the centre of the ground on his non-preferred right foot. So there's Jones out there on his own. Takes the mark, eludes the man on the mark, kicks it to inboard. Terrible kick on that occasion. Interception by Jones of Thomson at centre half back. Goes wide. Anderton takes the mark for Thomson. Kicks long towards half forward. All Thomson there. In front of the pack there was Dowie once again. He's been prominent most of the day. The kick's gone towards centre half forward. But in the way there is Jamie Weiss for North Geelong.
Just starting to show his certainty now, Weissy.
Well, he's got a player loose on half-back flank out wide. It's Mario Zitko obviously playing in defence this time. Draws the player. Handball over the top to Chris Fryers. Fryers now. A low skimming kick to Russell Hearn. Takes the mark on the centre of the ground. He kicks it low into the bruise to the lead there of Paul Smith, who's taken another mark. Smith now plays on quickly. Hooks it back towards the goal square. Oh, in the way there. Terrific mark, Marcus Forbes. North Geelong player stood back thinking the ball would go over his head, but the wind kept it. And the handball's gone to Todd McLeod. Another handball to Hood. So Hood now runs to, excuse me, to the centre of the ground. Kicks it high. Jamie Weiss can't reach it. Gets the body in the way. Comes back to Sabali Armstrong. Eludes the tackle. This time on the left foot. Long kick to full forward. But the only player to read the ball there was Troy Elzinger. Elzinger for North. Kicks it low into the breeze. Has Zulik. Haven't seen him
Johnny
all day.
Zulik on the ground.
Zulik has taken the mark on centre wing. Goes across the middle of the ground. Oh, Longstaff. Almost upset by McDonald. But at the moment, North Geelong controlling the football. They're doing well. We've been playing 7 minutes into this final quarter. Now out wide, Longstaff has Mario Zitko. Doesn't take the mark. He's in trouble if he doesn't stand up because Sabali Armstrong does well. Zitko gets a handball back to Longstaff. Thomson desperate at the footy, picked up by Dowie. Long kick to full forward. 2-on-1. Oh, Troy Feldman had his name written all over that in the middle of the pack, and just too good for Troy Elzinger on that occasion. He's taken the mark, 35 metres out, directly in front. The opportunity to bring Thomson that much closer to North Geelong. Gee, I tell you what, there's some tired players in the middle of the ground. We've only been playing 7 minutes in this final quarter, but the issue is Troy Feldman, 30 metres out, directly in front. Already has 4 to his name. Now he's put the ball in the boot. Now he's got 5. The goal umpire has not moved, so we've got a game on our hands now. Thomson, 13-7-85. Trail North Geelong, 13-10-88. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 7.5 minutes gone.
Well, I don't know, but just when you think North Geelong are going to score a goal up the other end there, they get repelled every time by the Thomson back line, who are doing very, very well today. And they've just brought the ball forward with a great attacking style of football. And Troy Feldman, he's having a field day down there today. It's interesting that they can run a lottery between him and Panther. They've got good goal scoring opportunities, the Tommy Tigers, so they'll be pretty excited about that as the umpire moves in once again at Osborne Park in the middle of the ground to set the proceedings going again with Jamie Rees-Nelson in the middle. And Jamie hots it out nicely. Scown tries to take the ball with him. Handballs it out, gets it out of the centre. Russell Hearn's in there. And so is Cranage. Cranage tries to take the ball out. Can't get control. There's O'Connor. O'Connor's and everything. He goes down to the ground. Can't get the ball into control. And now the North Geelong players are down there. And finally, Thomson get it away, or they're trying to get it away, through the ascendancy of that player there, which is...
Poor Brett Dowie got absolutely steamrolled.
He got clobbered. There's no doubt about that.
She was a bit hot just then, Eric.
Yes.
The umpire says, look, I'll have a bounce. And
they all wanted the footy, they lost.
Yes, that's... yes, we haven't seen that all day. I'll be a little bit critical there. They could have been a bit harder for the footy, some of these players.
And the umpire puts the ball up in the air again with Weiss in the air. Once again, a beautiful hit out, but goes to the wrong player, although Cranage got in there and got caught completely by Thomson players, who now try to get the ball out of the middle of the ground, get it down towards their goals. But North Geelong managed to get the ball away. Johnny Zulik races through the pack. Haven't seen him all day. He's on the ground now, but repelled beautifully by the Thomson attack as the defence goes back into attack again. But trapped beautifully, and I think it's Chris Fries, is it?
Chris Barnett.
Chris Barnett, number 7 for North Geelong, gets it across to the talented and fast Andrew Ferguson, who looks upfield to see if there's anyone making any leads up there. Looking upstairs, goes down with the lead, sees Weiss in the middle of the ground. Weiss takes the mark, really starting to show his worth now. Weiss kicks it down towards Paul Smith, over his head, and Rowe is in there. Handballs it beautifully to Paul Smith. Paul Smith across to Daryl Jones. Daryl Jones stops dead in his tracks, gets caught, and the ball is now up in the air, and Thomson now bring it out of attack now, bring it back out of there in their defence across towards where number 17, which is Damien Spence, and the ball is now out of bounds for a throw-in over on the far side of the ground on the base side in Thomson's half-forward, North Geelong's half-forward flank area. Ball's now brought back into play, where once again the two ruckmen have been at it all day. Go for it. Once again, Jamie Weiss gets a beautiful head out. It looks like Scown. Scown picks it up and he's racing into an open goal, but once again, well, you could say it was a great pass. It looked like it was going to go straight out of bounds on the other side.
Difficult shot for left footer though, Dick.
Yeah.
Difficult shot left footer.
Well, maybe you can kick it, because I can't kick it in the other way down there. So Paul Smith now trying the absolute impossible, where no one has been able to kick a goal for North Geelong down at the Melbourne Road into the ground. And this would psychologically be a great goal for North Geelong, because I think they're starting to believe themselves they can't get a goal down there. So Paul Smith lines it up in a pretty hard angle for Smithy, taking his time and really concentrating, knowing how important,
Jonesy.
Knowing how important this goal really is to North Geelong. He comes in now, lines them up, has a shot that goes right across the front of goal. That was probably one of the worst shots of goal you've ever seen in your life.
Tried to check side, hit the wrong end.
Out of bounds on the other side of the ground, in the other forward pocket for North Geelong, we will have a throw in, and we'll see what the proceedings are from here, with the boundary umpire bringing the ball back into play, with once again Anderton and Weiss going head-to-head, the battle of the ruckman. And North Geelong take it out of the air there, but I couldn't see that. Was McDonald once again, and the ball is now forced out of bounds again, down in the forward pocket area. So it's down there. There's a real show that North Geelong may convert this and then get a goal, but gee, they find it difficult down there to score goals, that's for sure.
They don't need to get a goal to put some doubts in Thompson's mind.
Oh, definitely, Eric, definitely.
Psychologically, they need to get a goal here, North
They've
Geelong.
got it in the right spot if they're good enough.
So the ball brought back into play again, and we stand and go up again, and it's starting to sound like a broken record, that, but Thomson get it out of defence again, out towards the outer flank, where Scown has trapped the ball beautifully, sees the running player in Bowman. Bowman now running off half forward in towards the centre half forward position, where up goes Jamie Weiss, but well, the ball is paid at either a mark or a free kick, and it's going to the Thomson club.
Chris Baxter.
Chris Baxter at the true between fullback and centre half back position. Chris Baxter looking for leads. They're all pretty tight at the moment. Goes basically directly up the middle of the ground where the ball gets right into it. But a lovely mark taken over there.
He milked that.
Gee,
free kick.
Well, we're not supposed to be biased, but never mind. It was a bit strange. Thomson now bringing the ball back into attack again, across centre towards centre half forward, and a lovely mark taken there by Russell Hearn. Russell Hearn quickly to play on, looks for the lead, sees Jamie Weiss in the middle of the ground. Jamie handballs it nicely over to Johnny Zulik. Johnny Zulik running down towards the half forward flank, sees the old timer there, and Daryl Jones, who takes a lovely mark on half forward flank. Props, twists around, sells the dummy, and passes the ball beautifully into yes, McDonald again.
Oh, Hammy.
Cramp, I think.
Might be Cramp, I think, yeah. But McDonald, who has really made a great contribution today out on the ground. He's been in everything, young McDonald. And, well, he won't kick it from there, I don't think. He sees a lead coming from Smith. Smith can't take the ball, and the players all get in there trying to Thomson. Beautiful in defence and handball it through to a point through North Geelong. Now, that might be the point that wins the game, Eric.
Who knows? 13-11, 89, North Geelong. They lead Thomson 13-7-85 by 4 points. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 13 minutes, three-quarter time. Other games, East Geelong 12-13, West 3-4, Belmont 15-10, Winchelsea 6-9, Belpost still 19-40, Anarchy 7 goals, Werribee 10-18, Bannockburn 4-8, Inverloy 7-5, Corio 17-12. As the ball very quickly has gone to centre half forward for Thomson. Big punch towards the boundary by Wood. Lowther leads in the race for the footy. Zitko, he's done well in this last quarter, picks it up, hooks it round the body. McDonald's too far for him. Weiss takes the ball, handball to McDonald, looking for, well, he's upset because the ball's now turned over, picked up by Riley. Riley now to half forward. A mark here for Thomson. Would be very grateful, but Hesselwood picks the footy up, looks for the safety of the boundary, and that's what he's found, just ahead of Dowie of Thomson, as the ball is out of bounds in front of the Social Club here at Osborne Park, and we've been playing 14.5 minutes. North Geelong by 4 points in an epic last quarter. They're holding Thomson out at the moment. Ball thrown in. Russell Hearn takes the footy, handball to McDermott. Ends up picking it up himself, goes to Zitko. Zitko now should have shepherded Hearn, but didn't. Zitko gets the foot to the ground. Daryl Jones, a diving mark. The old fella's taken a beauty between wing and half forward. The lead come from Smith at full forward. Beautiful pass. Mark not taken, however. Now it's all Thomson at the drop of the footy. Picked up by Riley. He's got Armstrong on his own in the middle. Handball finds to now Armstrong. The huge kick. The ball's almost at full forward. At the back as Panther takes the mark. Runs into an open goal and has missed the goal. Well.
He's missed it.
Gee.
Well, thank goodness they blew out at Thomson as well.
15 minutes out. Has this, well, hang on. There's a whistle behind the play. Not quite sure what's happening here. So the umpire has waved the behind.
I think he's not going to give him a free kick, is he?
Well, the interesting aspect here.
I think he's going to give him free.
He's going to have to. Well, he's got to annul that score, I'd suggest. Yes, that score's annulled. Now there's a free kick going to Panther. Now, it's obviously down the ground for some reason, surely. I'm at a loss to explain to you listeners what's happening, except that the man on the mark is on the 10-metre line. Ross Panther has the football in hand, and the initial behind has been annulled. So 13-7 Thomson, 13-11 North with Panther. The opportunity to put Thomson in front. 16 minutes gone, final quarter, the car horns are blowing. Everyone's trying to put Ross Panther off, but they haven't. He's kicked his fourth, and it's given the lead to the Thomson side, 14-7-91. They lead North Geelong 13-11-89. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 16.5 minutes gone. What do you make of that, Loz?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I know what happened. Panther had a shot for goal. He missed the goal. He knew he missed the goal, so he took a dive. The trailing umpire from a long way away assumed he got pushed in the back.
Okay.
And he overruled the other umpire that he assumed didn't see it.
Fair comment.
In other words, a dreadful decision.
Well, from where he was, he probably could see a push, but where he was, I think it was smart playing Panther. He knew he missed it. Thought, well, I've got to get on the ground here.
Isn't that cheating?
Well, it's not.
Not when you get the goal.
I tell you what.
It means he's a pretty smart footballer.
I'll leave that.
But I don't know the umpiring. He was a fair way away, the trailing umpire.
Yeah, I wondered whether something happened off the ball.
Could have done too.
That's why the free kick.
That's just my idea of it.
So in the middle, the ball comes down to O'Connor again. Wide handball out to Armstrong. He takes on Zitko and beats him. Gets around on his left foot, now on his right. He's kicked it from outside 50. The lead comes down there from Feldman. Mark taken by Elzinger. He goes. Has a bounce, kicks it long. He's got Scown on his own on centre wing, picks it up. He's got Bowman running outside. Hamburg finds Bowman. He keeps running. Another handball up to the 50-metre arc to McDonald. He hooks it around the body for Smith. Takes a wonderful mark for North Geelong.
Nice.
So the ball's on half-forward flank now for North. They need to get the ball moving quickly before the Thomson players can rush back into the fence, which they're now doing. And I don't think Smith could kick a goal from there. He's outside 50.
Nobody can kick it over there for North Geelong.
So Paul Smith has the football.
Go on, Smithy, make an idiot out of me.
So Paul Smith now, man on the mark, is just on 50. Smith moves in, kicking into the bruise.
Torp.
It's a wonderful kick. It's a long kick. It's in, touched off hands. It's behind. So
bad kick into the bruise, wasn't it?
So a wonderful kick. Wonderful kick, and that's another behind to Paul Smith. 4 goal streak, 13-12-90. They trail Thomson 14-7-91. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 19 minutes gone.
Well, waiting for the ball to come back into play now from that man, Zabali Armstrong from the Thomson side, who kicks the ball beautifully, as we said all day, folks. And
you go to Yates.
He's gone for a big kick, and it's a massive kick. Straight down to the centre of the ground, but marked beautifully by Longstaff of North Geelong, who read the play beautifully. Longstaff looking for a player there to kick it to get this ball quickly back into play, and sees Mario Zitko sitting nicely on the half-forward flank. Zitko normally likes to run on, but he's taking his time. He sees the player moving down there, and it's Troy Elzinger, who I think might have staged 50. It there, I think, but it's hard to say what the umpire said. He can take his mark and go. No, it's actually
Donald.
Rowe. No, McDonald, is it? Gee, I can't see around corners, Laurie.
Sorry.
I put him to go, you. Oh, dear. Anyway, the umpire says it's out of bounds down there now, and we'll see a throw in. It's just gone a little bit quiet here at the moment, as we're probably picking everything up and getting our breaths ourselves ready for a very exciting finish to what's been a fantastic game of footy. It's in North Geelong's half-forward to forward pocket area. Boundary umpire brings it in. The two ruckmen go at it, and McDonald picks it up. sees a lead coming down from full forward. It's Zitko. Zitko has a shot from 40 yards out.
I think he's kicked the goal.
I think he might have. He's kicked the goal, and the moss has broken at Osborne Park. North Geelong now have kicked their first goal into the breeze for the day, and this must be a psychological advantage for the Magpies, because now they know they can do it. They'll keep going and they'll keep doing it, and that's unbiased by me, I think.
North Geelong 14-12-96. Now lead Thomson 14-7-91. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 20.5 minutes final quarter. Laurie, can Thomson come back again?
Oh, I think they can, Eric. Only because because of the use of the breeze, they need to find a bit. They're struggling a bit, some of the Thomson boys.
So back in the middle, Weiss gets the tap down. Teammate in Russell Hearn gets it handball to Zulik. Zulik's done well in this last quarter since he's come on. Ball goes to half forward. The punch forward from Jones. Sitko can't handle a footy. Puts a contest on. Cranage gets a handball out to McDonald. McDonald had Scown running. Continues running himself. Oh, gets tackled from behind by Spence. Turns the ball over. Nankervis. Long handball out to McLeod on halfback flank for Thomson. He kicks long to centre wing. Nobody out there. A foot races on. Barnett, brilliant, makes some pace, runs forward for North Geelong, kicks it low into the breeze, oh up high, mark not taken. Rowe has the footy, he's inside 50, he's had two bounces,
no one's going,
he's had third bounce, runs into the goal square, and might have nearly kicked the seal. A magnificent goal, Michael Rowe, and it's given North Geelong a little bit of a buffer that they desperately need. 15-12-102 North Geelong, 14-7-91 Thomson. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes gone.
They broke the jinx, Eric, and now they know how to kick goals down there. Now they're going berserk.
What about that effort, Laurie?
Oh, that was great effort. Poor checking by Thomson, though, Eric.
You've got to go and meet the player, don't you?
Hutchie didn't know what to do. He ran back off him, and he was going to run and get a goal. I mean, look, that's making errors under pressure, and if you're going to make errors under pressure today, you're going to make them in the finals as well.
Yep.
So in the middle, Weiss, big tap forward for North Geelong. Russell Hearn runs onto the footy, went without it unfortunately. So did O'Connor. Hearn dives back on the footy. That's desperation.
There's some real momentum out there now.
There's some real desire. Weiss gets it out to Zulik. Tries to kick it off the ground. Can't handle it. McDonald comes in, picks it up. Has a shepherd there from Cranage, just over the head there of Baxter at half-back. He's very tired. Jones leads in the race for the footy. Almost tackled high. Bowman out to Scown. Scown, a little chip pass, but it's Rowe once again. 25 metres out from goal. Has taken the mark easily within kicking distance, and even Daryl Jones has found a bit of pace, but he might have done a hammy. He's been going too quick. He's nearly ready to come straight off. And
the cream's come to the top, I think.
If he's wise, that's what he should be doing.
North Geelong have just shown some enormous desperation in the last 5 minutes.
So 23 minutes gone. Michael Rowe moves in. Nice looking kick off the boot, but he sprayed it right across. In fact, it's out of bounds on the full. No score at all.
Like a rap.
How much time, Eric?
Well, we've been playing 23 minutes, Laurie, and they're 11 points in front. So they've got everything to play for now as the free kick goes back to the back pocket. Sabali Armstrong will take the kick. He's only got one alternative, I think, Laurie. Straight down the middle now. No good mucking about with the short stuff. Goes long. Wynn doesn't get it. Gone to centre wing. Lowther drops the mark. A whistle on play. It's a free kick to North Geelong. Well, I would have thought advantage could have been prudent.
It would have been interesting too.
It was a free kick paid. It wasn't a mark. And it's gone to Jamie Weiss. So, interesting situation. Jamie Weiss now. Surely there'll be someone running into the holes. Has Jones, Sid Jones has come straight off the ground. Kennedy, he snuck onto the ground. He's just sneaking up. He'd be the bloke I'd be kicking the ball to. He's got Zulik now. And, well, he's gone past him looking for Smith. Poor choice by Jamie Weiss on that occasion. The ball goes high. McDonald and Yates. Good spoil there. Kennedy just on the ground. Chips it into the middle of the ground. Russell Hearn's on his own. And it's all North Geelong at the moment. They're starting to run. Really putting some pressure on. And this is the best I've seen North play for a while. They're really coming in this last quarter. Oh, Paul Smith.
Hold on to him.
Play on to the umpire. Cranage gets the footy. Now it's the foot race. Good shepherd Zulik as Smith runs toward the footy. But they're pretty happy just to see the ball over the boundary line. As Dan O'Connor tried to bum Zulik over and landed flat on his backside. So there's some weight being thrown around. Terrific last quarter. 25 minutes. We tip in a time on. as North hold the ascendancy. Weiss gets it down to McDonald. McDonald, handball out to Zulik. Zulik now on the left foot towards full forward. It's all Thomson back there. Lowther on his own. Takes the mark ahead of Michael Rowe. Shane Lowther now. Needs to get the ball on for Thomson. Kicks it towards centre wing. In the way there was Yates. Can't take the mark. Zulik once again gets the handball to Smith. And he's tumbled over the boundary line with the football by Sabali Armstrong of Thomson. We're into time on. Last quarter. North Geelong in front. 11 points. The ball's thrown in half forward for North. Weiss gets the tap down. Running onto the footy again is Zulik. Round on his right. Handball went to the opposition in Dowie. Picked up there. Kicks it towards centre wing. It's going to be very, very wide. It's out of bounds on the full in front of our broadcast position. And
I thought Sid was going to mark that. He thought he was still on the ground.
Yeah, I think he's in the coach's box, and there's a bit of pressure now.
That's who will be for the rest of the year, mate. I'm giving you the drum.
The free kick has gone to McDermott. Out of bounds on the full. Bad mistake by Thomson. And I'll tell you what, there's a few tired Thomson players out there when you look around.
Yeah, certainly
McDermott now. Milking the clock, kicks it along the boundary line. That's where you've got to go. Russell Hearn puts the contest against the big fella Yates. Comes to Ferguson. Handball to Smith. Handball back to nobody. Coming through Russell Hearn. Well, probably free kick there. O'Connor for Thomson. Just backward of centre wing. Kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Big pack of players there. Well, umpire, I don't know where he found that one. I've got to confess. Marcus Forbes. The man on the mark, Hesselwood, is on the centre square. Forbes now. Long kick across the face of goal towards full forward for Thomson. Panther up high, but in front there was... That's done a great job. Friars gets the ball to McDonald. He handballs it out and North are away. Ooh. This time through Barnett once again. Oh, I don't know where he's kicked it to. It's all Thomson there. Mark taken by Nankervis. Nankervis to the lead there of Forbes. Takes the mark. He's 60 metres out. Oh. Longstaff certainly giving him no latitude. Forbes now, little chip inboard. Well, there's Sabali Armstrong. He's run from fullback and he's taken the mark 20 or 35 metres out. Fairly acute angle.
Usually pretty good kick, Eric.
He is, and he likes kicking goals, but it's 27.5 minutes gone. Has time run out for Thomson? We'll soon find out. That's Sabali Armstrong now. The umpire hasn't blown time on, so the clock keeps running. As Armstrong now moves in. Fairly acute angle. It's a nice looking kick. It's a lovely kick. It is a goal. Armstrong's first. And that's the 15th for Thomson. 15-7-97. They trail North Geelong 15-12-102. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 28 minutes gone.
Well, the quarters have gone 30 minutes. I think every change this game. So there's probably still 2 minutes left in the game. And North Geelong are going to have to do something here now if they want to save this game. Otherwise, Thomson will just clear it out of the centre and make use of the wind that's right on their tail at the moment. Umpire now moves in. Ready to bounce the ball again to get plunked away. What a sensational game we've got here at Osborne Park. It's absolutely close and as tight as they come. Weiss, a beautiful head out. He's gone for the second head out and missed Barnett. Hits it back again. Zulik's in there. Crenage is in there. And it goes back into attack for the Thomson Football Club. And they get through the agency of Marcus Forbes. And now running out towards the wing position. North Geelong need to clear it away through Barnett. Barnett clears the ball nicely up towards the half-forward flank. And, well, beautifully marked there by Thomson, by Lowther. And they need to get this ball moving if they've got any chance of winning this game. Hesselwood's down there and North Geelong on the ground. They need to get this ball now, Thomson. They're running in. Number 33's got it there. Hoodie's got it down there.
In the back.
Well, there's a free kick being played to Thomson.
You want to move it on quickly.
And we're looking at, well, right half forward, nearly forward pocket. There's not much time left. He's having a shot from there. And if there's a mark here to Thomson, it might be an interesting finish there. And it is. It's a mark to Thomson. I think it's been taken by, who is it, Eric?
Brett Dowie, it looks like.
Looks like Brett Dowie. And I'd say that if he kicks this ball, it's curtains for North Geelong.
Or is it Terry Nankervis? It might be Nankervis.
No, I think it's Terry, and I wouldn't put me life on Terry.
Still, it's pretty close, Laurie, with the wind's just coming.
Well, I know, but
a howling gale there.
You've got to kick through this footy. If he babies this like playing golf. It's a goal.
It's a goal, all right. Thomson have hit the front. And you wouldn't think there'd be much time left in this game now with the scores, Eric?
16-7, 103 Thomson. North Geelong 15-12, 102. 1 point of difference. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've played 30 minutes. And you would think there wouldn't be a lot of
Not much
time
left now. North Geelong need to get this ball out of the centre very quickly if they've got any chance at all in this game.
So it's not much good packing your defence now. You've got to go all out attack if you were...
North have got to attack. They've got to have people up in front of the forward line here and run onto the footy.
Yes, a loose man in defence, so it's not worth a crack in there. You've got to score when you're behind.
It's not worth a crack.
As McLeod and Rowe having a bit of a discussion about the weather at centre half forward. The ball goes up in the middle, late in the last quarter. Weiss, big tap forward for North Geelong. Have they got someone that can run onto the footy? Scown went without the footy. Zulik picked up by siren sounded. It's all over. The final score here at Osborne Park in what has been an absolute crackerjack game. North Geelong, the home side, 15-12, 102, have been defeated by Thomson, 16-7, 103. Fantastic last quarter, excuse me, by North Geelong. The goal kickers for North, Paul Smith has kicked 4, Michael Rose 3, Ryan McDonald and Darryl Jones 2, 1 each to Troy Greed, Chris Barnett, Steve Bowman and Mario Zitko. For the winners, Thomson. Troy Feldman's kicked 5, Ross Panther 4, Brent Hood 2, 1 each to Savali Armstrong, Shane Lowther, Noel Riley, Terry Nankervis and Brett Dowie. It's a wonderful game here. 1 point decision for Thomson. We'll go back to the studio for a short break, and when we return, we'll have a summary from Laurie de Goldie and Dick Philpott on what has been a wonderful game of football here at Osborne Park. You're tuned to 94.7, the home of local football.